This episode of Euphoria felt like a warning. Every storyline feels like it's building towards something terrible. And it all starts with Alamo.
Welcome back to the Couch Crew. Let's break down why this episode feels loaded with death foreshadowing. That opening backstory completely reframes his character. We learned that everything changed when Alamo's mother got a new boyfriend, Preston, who pulled them out of poverty and genuinely tried to be a real family man to them. For a moment, Alamo actually experienced stability, love, and what felt like a real family, which makes the betrayal even darker. Finding out that his mother staged the robbery of everything Preston bought for the family, betraying the only man that Alamo ever truly saw as a father, explains why control means everything to him now. But more importantly, it explains his obsession with money. His mother wanted money so badly that she destroyed their family to get it. That moment taught Alamo that love is transactional and that women will eventually take from you if you let them. He made a promise to himself that no one would ever outsmart him again, especially not a woman. Alamo's paranoia around Lori, Rue, and even Maddy makes so much more sense. Every time a woman gets close to his money, his control starts slipping. He's constantly sizing people up, constantly looking for betrayal before it happens, because in his mind, betrayal already happened once when he was a kid. It's honestly one of the strongest pieces of character writing Euphoria has done in a long time, because it doesn't excuse him, it just explains the monster.
Then we jump right back into the nightmare with Rue, literally buried up to her neck in both problems and dirt, trying to negotiate with Alamo, which transitions into a kind of funny call with Faye. In the middle of all this violence and tension, we suddenly reconnect with Faye and realize her life is still complete chaos, just in a different form now. She's still impulsive, reckless, and making terrible decisions, getting terrible tattoos, and now talking about trying to have a baby. It feels exactly like the kind of delusional chaos Euphoria characters convince themselves is stability. And of course, the Fez mention hangs over everything emotionally, and ultimately is the key factor to getting Faye to agree to Rue's plan.
Maddy might secretly be the bravest person in this episode, or the dumbest, because even after being warned to stay away from Alamo, she still goes toe-to-toe with him and asks for time off for the girls. There's something fascinating about the fact that Maddy understands exactly how dangerous he is, and still refuses to shrink herself around him. That confidence almost feels reckless now.
Then there's Cassie, and honestly her storyline was heartbreaking this episode. The second honeymoons get mentioned, you can see how badly she still misses Nate. Even while building this new identity through LA nights, emotionally she's trapped in the fantasy of the life she thought they were going to have together. She mentions once again how she stole Nate from Maddy, and it feels as though her staying in this relationship and making it work justifies that betrayal to herself. Unfortunately, I think she's beginning to see it really may have been for nothing. The older woman reacting to her OnlyFans story was one of the funniest scenes of the episode. They need instructions? That line completely shattered the fantasy and exposed how outrageous the situation sounds to normal people outside of their bubble.
This episode was screaming death foreshadowing. Rue talking about wanting kids and a future and having that emotional call with her mom, all the way to Lexi's friend literally saying somebody has to die or things get boring again. Not to mention the imagery, which was super dark with the snake story. That story about a snake sizing up its owner before eating them feels incredibly intentional. It sounds like a metaphor for someone quietly preparing to destroy the person closest to them. The show keeps bringing up ideas of betrayal, consumption, transformation, and people becoming more dangerous to the ones that they love.
And then we get Rue seeing the burning tree after her accident. That moment felt biblical. It literally was a burning bush. Something spiritual, something warning her, maybe even something calling her towards change or judgment after surviving everything she's been through. The episode keeps connecting fire, snakes, religion, death, and rebirth over and over again, which makes it feel less like Euphoria is building towards a twist and more like it's building towards a sacrifice.
We want to know what you guys think, because this episode felt loaded with clues. Who do you think the show is setting up to die? And what do you think the snake and the burning bush imagery actually mean?
If you're into deep dives and theories like this, make sure you subscribe, because this season feels like it's building towards something huge and you don't want to miss it.